This is Paul Davis Restoration Remodeling of Old Town, Maine, and I am in a cottage which is on a lake in Maine, and pretty typical of this time of year. The owners went away on vacation, the pipes froze, and on a warm day the water went everywhere, and you can see all the ceilings have fallen down. They're on the floor. Everything is soaking wet. It's been sitting for a long time. And what happens in this instance is the dreaded mold. And you can see right here, the mold has grown everywhere on the trim. And you'll see it again here. Really, really nasty stuff right there. And we've had a hygienist company come in. They've done some tests, and we will be going forward removing the mold. Let's see where else I can see it here. It's very thick in a lot of places. Here's some more nice mold spores right there. You can see the mold on the wood right there. Up on the V-match pine. And here again you can see the mold on this picture. And see how it's just blossomed right there? That's pretty gross mold, pretty heavy. And it's just up and down the frame, on all the trim of the doors. And this cottage is mostly wood. You can see it, there is some drywall, and you can see the mold spores all over the drywall. And you've got to be very careful. The owners came in to this and just trying to get some of their contents and stuff. They could spend no more than 15-20 minutes down here, and it was really, really starting to bother them. And even myself, I've got a mask on, and but it's starting to bother me. So I won't be here very long. But anyway, this is pretty typical. If you've had some pipes break, and then some warm weather, and things sit for a while without anyone noticing them. There's some more mold on the trim there, and but basically the building is just filled with it. And here's a good shot right here. Underneath the floor, on the floorboards, is a bunch of mold. So all of this mold needs to be removed by hand. We'll set up containment barriers. We'll put some negative air machines to get all the fumes outdoors. Everything will get scraped and HEPA vac with special vacuums, and then treated. The entire cottage needs to be gutted out. All the wood, the floors, everything needs to be cleaned right down to the studs to make this home inhabitable for the people going forward. So it'll be a big project. We're just in the early stages of removing some stuff, but I'll be back and we'll show you how it looks in progress with some containment and some of the machines. And then hopefully months down the road, we'll show you a brand new finished cottage. Okay, thanks a lot and stay tuned. You can see this cottage is right on the lake. Beautiful spot. Looking down the lake. And it's just a summer cottage, and we find this happens quite a bit in Maine. Usually April and May, people come up to open up their cottages for the first time of the year, and that's when they they generally notice that, hey, we've had a busted pipe or a dishwasher or a refrigerator or something has given way, and that's why they've got water and some damage and some mold inside the home. This is a mold job on Green Lake, basement area. All the interior finishes have been removed. Every square inch has been HEPA-vac, which will be followed by thorough cleaning and a sealing of all framing using an Anabec 2-part system. Dehumidification. Everything's been dried down to 15% or below moisture content, which is necessary before the final cleaning and sealing. That's an air scrubber. Removes all the finite mold spores as they clean. We're in the final stages of this. Should be ready in a couple days to call in air quality management to do the final post test. And then we can begin putting it back together. You see everything has been removed right down to the framing. This was the laundry area downstairs, bathroom area. And you have the family room. It was caused by a power outage which shut down the furnace. The furnace didn't kick back on, but when the power came back on, the pipes had froze. Then we had a warm spell, so the water just kept pumping. Sat wet for near as I could figure 3 weeks of it, which along with a warm spell allowed mold to grow. Stairway's been removed, looking up into the main area. We're in the main area now. It's looking back down into the basement. Hallway looking out into the living room area. Everything's been removed right down to the sheathing, framing. Clean and treat everything. Another air scrubber on the main level. That is a spare bedroom. Looking into a master bedroom, bathroom. We should be ready for the final AQM post test in a couple of days. Randy from Air Quality Management doing the final post test at the cross camp. Getting his outside air. Find out how many mold spores are on the outside so we can compare them to the inside. Then we'll go in and take some air samples and tape lifts inside. Send them off to the lab, have them tested.